Baseball is often referred to as America's favorite pastime, but if you're unfamiliar with the game, it may not make very much sense. How athletic do you have to be if all they do is stand around most of the time? The answer is extremely. To be able to call upon your body to exert enough energy to hit a ball 350 feet over the fence, or to constantly throw 100-mile-per-hour fastballs, you need to have both strength and endurance to maintain that throughout the game. I will be going over some of the exercises that a pitcher who throws a ball so fast that if you blink, you'll miss it, does to maintain that type of speed. Before I talk about the workout, I'll briefly go over basic pitching mechanics. First, you have the windup. As the pitcher kicks his leg up, energy is stored in his glutes and core from the concentric contraction in his hamstring. Once the pitcher's knee reaches its maximum height, he will begin to use the stored energy from his trunk and will push off from his back foot. Next, he will begin to kick his leg out and forward, also known as the stride. Using the forward momentum, his elbow and shoulders will begin to extend and move forward as well. Once the stride has reached its maximum distance, that foot will be planted into the ground. This allows the stored energy to transfer from the back leg to the front leg. His hip will begin to rotate towards home plate, bringing his shoulder around, followed by his eccentrically contracted arm as he releases the ball. Next comes the follow through. After he releases the ball, he does not stop in the position it was released at, but rather it will follow through across his body to prevent injury. His back leg will also kick up and over due to his forward momentum.
You want to be careful with your upper body. If you get too big or too strong, you tend to lose flexibility a little bit. And there's a fine medium. I'm not saying you can't work out upper body. I work out my upper body pretty hard, but you got to retain your flexibility. I get my arms stretched a lot, so to make sure I'm not losing anything. But my legs, being able to just have strong legs and a strong core is a main thing as a pitcher.
Now I'll go over a couple exercises that work pitcher's lower body. First is a squat. For a pitcher, it is important to have lower body strength to maintain their velocity and stamina when on the mound, and the squat affects your quads, hamstrings, and calves. It increases explosiveness in almost every aspect of the game. A more explosive lower body means higher velocity pitches. Next, we have the 2x4 lunge. This exercise works the glutes, quads, and hamstrings. Adding the 2x4 will also work the core and his stability. Having a strong core will help the pitcher remain balanced when in their windup. Lastly, we have the single leg squat. Along with the barbell squat, doing a single leg squat will increase the strength of each leg, making sure it can handle its body weight along with the shock of the leg coming to a sudden stop at the end of the stride. For a major league pitcher like Justin Verlander, who throws a fastball in the mid to high 90s, having a strong lower body and a flexible upper body, both muscular strength and endurance, are equally important when pitching. Keeping his shoulder loose and healthy is just as important as having a strong lower body. Overall, baseball is an anaerobic sport. All players will need some sort of explosiveness regardless of what position they play, whether they are pitching, fielding, hitting, or base running. Having muscular strength and endurance will ensure them that they can keep playing at the top of their game every game.